Okay, well, the cheering is dying down now, and I think we have a new candidate, and we have a new favorite vegetable, which is asparagus. Let's go back to the station.
You're about to listen to Night Talk, so buckle up. Your host tonight, Joe Roxx.
Or,
Welcome to Night Talk with Joe Roxx.
Thank you. That's right. Kimberly Murray's here with her political rant. And welcome, everybody, to Night Talk. Thank you, Matt, for that smooth
Chardonnay. Welcome to Night Talk with Joe Roxx.
Yeah, that's nice. I felt like Kenny G was actually introducing me.
We got a guy here that does the jazz, and he's got a Art Monroe is his name. Perfect name for jazz, Art.
Right.
And you hear him, and you're just like, I really want to listen to jazz when I hear him talk.
Smooth jazz, yeah, with Art Monroe. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds real good. Anyway, welcome everybody. Last week, just before I'll get through all this stuff, but last week I listened to the show because I do review the shows, all the shows. And I listened to my show. And this week here, I'm going to have a contest because I want to get out of this habit because I'm doing other things. So this week here, if you count how many times I say in a show, okay, you'll get a $50 Visa gift card, courtesy of courtesy of Legal Seafoods. Sorry about that, Legal Seafoods, but courtesy of Legal Seafoods. So if you actually count them, and it's kind of aggravating because I try to stop that, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, just take a deep breath. I should write something.
1,256. What's your guess, Kimberly?
No.
Quite a bit. Hey, but it's September 1, only 64 days left, and goodbye, Obama.
Oh, man. Here we go with that. Yes, I know that. Tonight, we have, like I said, Kimberly Murray with her segment, and Matt Hazley with, these two guys, let me tell you, these two are very well informed because they sit home, watch all day, and watch The Factor on Fox.
That is not true.
Oh, so okay. So how come you guys know pretty much everything there is to know about politics?
Because I read everything. I do a lot of reading.
What about you, Matt?
I check out a bunch of different websites. Every website, from liberal to conservative websites. Got to hear both angles if you can't just go with one. You got to hear both.
So what do
Correct.
you guys? Yeah, but where do you guys find the time in such a busy schedule? You both are dressed up for the show. You both look fresh. I look like I'm all ragged out. You got a nice shirt on. You got a nice vest on and stuff. Kimberly's in a gown. What's going on? What's happening?
Is he jealous?
No, what's going on, you guys? Really?
That's the way I dress for work.
But you're not at work. You're at home, right?
I came home. I didn't get home until 7:30 tonight. My time, which is 8:30 your time.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get everything ready for the show. I'm like this all day long.
Everything ready for what show? This one here?
He wears
for
that
yours, I had to
long.
download all of Ia's stuff.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's right.
And then all of a sudden, did you get my opener?
Right.
Oh, no, I guess I didn't download that.
Right. Yeah. Well,
but I did it, Joe. I worked really hard. I busted through it.
I appreciate that, and actually that opener is really a killer opener. It's like a matter of like 2 seconds. But I just want to spice it up a little bit, change it up. As soon as I get some time, which I'm very limited on time, I'll fix it up a little bit better. But in the meantime, that's my new opener for now. Okay.
I'm gonna work on a like I did for Kimberly. I'm gonna make one up for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Because
you're the Star Maker.
I am. I believe I am. Yes, I believe I am. And speaking about Star Maker, Ia is with on her segment Good Night Hollywood. Our special guest tonight is Brady Martin, and those two are going to talk about gossip, just gossip. Okay, everything going on in Hollywood. So that will be later on in the segment in the show. We have. There I go again. I told you. There I go again. You know, I can't stop doing that, man. I probably could do it if I had a teleprompter. You know what I'm saying? Do you think I should have got a teleprompter? You know, the thing I had a teleprompter before, and I do have access to one, but the problem with the teleprompter is I got to type everything in. And so what's the point of that? You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
It's too bad you
Right?
can't just highlight stuff and drag it over, and it would be there.
Yeah, but teleprompter like gives you the words to say. You know what I mean? Like they say, you know, it goes. You can go with the speed of the teleprompter. You can go, you know, slow, fast, however you want to do it. But we're gonna have to get through this somehow.
But then it's got to be raw reality.
That's true. But when I was listening to my show last week, I'll be honest with you, I was kind of aggravated with myself. You know, I was like, "What's going on with that?" You know, that's kind of.
I thought you were aggravated with Jimmy, popping in and out of the show nonstop.
No. Jimmy, you know, he's by the wayside now. He does his show, and I guess he helps out Val, but Val's and also that's about it. We'll see what happens with Lynn. She's still tied up with her problems down in was it Alabama? I believe.
Louisiana.
Louisiana, close, same thing. So you know, and as soon as she's done with that, you know, she will be back and on Mondays.
What a mess! And then they got that hurricane ready to go through there again, which is just east of them. Hopefully, they won't get too much rain out of it.
Yep, that's for sure. Jay Monique's on at 8 o'clock on Wednesday nights. Jay Monique, Amy Shafalo, that rock chick, she's on it Tuesdays and also Thursday nights with her show. And so actually Amy's doing a photo shoot now. So the wine talk. So she's I don't know where she finds all the energy for that stuff. That's, you know, I barely have any energy for what I do, which is not much of nothing. But let's talk a little bit about politics, because I know Kimberly's starting to salivate about that because Trump was in.
She's shaking.
Yeah, I know. She's starting to get the shakes. Trump was in Mexico, and what's your feeling on that, Kimberly?
I think he did an awesome job. He's done more press conferences in Mexico than Hillary has even done in the United States. It's been 272 days since she has given a press conference, and I think that he had a lot to say, and he just puts it out there, and a lot of people are liking what he's saying now.
Yeah. One thing, though, Kimberly, to be honest with you, I talk to a lot of people during the day, different people from different walks of life and things, and so there was not anybody I talked to in Boston that is voting for Clinton. I mean, no, there's nobody that told me that I'm voting for Clinton. You know, I mean, maybe it's the kind of people I hang around with or whatever, but it's just, so I don't know how she could be so far ahead of Trump. Do you believe that she is, in fact, that far ahead of Trump, or how, you know, what's your opinion on that?
No, I think that the media has skewed it. In fact, they came out today that her rating has dropped to 39%, and I think it's even lower because, you know, she has Hummus, her little lesbian lover, that's going to vote for her, but I don't know a lot of people that's going to vote for her either. You know, both Hillary and Hummus, you know, they don't like wieners, you can tell.
Right.
I heard the reason why she didn't go to Mexico is because, or the reason why they didn't invite her was because they didn't want to spend that $275,000 on a speaking fee. That was a little joke they were talking about. But no, I don't think she was that healthy to go. I really don't think so. They talk about her health and they try to deny it. There's a picture on the internet where you can see where she's walking, and it appears she has a catheter on because you can see the catheter tube running down her leg.
You're echoing.
Oh, me?
He was.
No, Matt.
Matt was, yeah. Matt, you was that.
Well, that's because Joe's show. It's something that opens up in your background, Joe. But what happened is they said
what,
that,
a door of some sort? What opens up?
I don't know what it is. It's feedback coming from yours.
Oh, okay. So it's probably these phones. People keep, doing things. Before,
You're
Joyce's
clear
Hair
now.
Salon. Joyce's Hair Salon, 132 Ferry Street, Everett, and also E24, as well as some Legal Seafoods. What kind? See, I'm getting all kinds of like beeps and this and that and so on and so forth. But those are our advertisers this week, and check them out. That you can check them out on the Night Talk feed. And I was going to say something else, Kimberly, about
HotSauceVault.com.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry about that, Louis. LouisHotSauceVault.com. Because I like saying that. www.hotsaucevault.com. Right?
Hottest of the hots. Mild-mannered wimpy sauce, and they got all the gag gifts. They got everything. Check them out.
That's right.
HotSauceVault.com.
Right. And so check him out, www.louis at www.hotsaucevault.com. But before I forget, because this is a raw thing, right? It's raw reality. There's nothing scripted here. Kimberly, because you have a lot of time during the day, Melania Trump is suing for $150 million because she used to be a call girl or something like that. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about that today. Did you hear about it, Matt?
There's a report out that she's suing because of over escort stuff.
Yeah, an escort service. I really don't think so, to be honest with you. I don't know. I think they're like reaching. You know what I mean? You can make up whatever you want about anybody, right?
I think they're
Pretty
just
much.
trying to do is smear. They're trying to do is make it look like she was. But what's going to happen is the problem is they want to get out there and they want to trash her from the get-go. I mean, Hillary probably never even... Right now it's open, Joe. Your mic's open.
It is?
It was. It is. It still is. There it goes.
Okay, now it's back. Well, like you said, they're just trying to find any excuse to discredit her, to be a first lady.
Hillary talked about how Donald Trump, how poorly he did in Mexico. Well, she probably didn't even listen to his speech. But at least he went there. He went to Louisiana. He didn't phone it in. He got death threats supposedly from the cartel. They were talking about threatening him, and he went anyway. You got to give him credit. He's got brass balls to be able to go there, and he went up and met him face to face. The new president, and they're willing to work with each other because the new president has to understand that, hey, if all those companies move back in the United States, it's not going to do him any good.
Correct.
So that's their economy over there. So, you look at it right now. I watched a really informative article. It was a discussion with...
Excuse me. Why don't you say that? I'm sorry. I want to get this off the top of my head. Why don't you say that word that you used before?
Redacted. Well, there was nothing redacted in this article, but it was the new Black Panther leader, and he was being interviewed on Fox.
But why would you even use a word like that? I don't understand.
It's a very common word.
Everywhere.
If you're
I never even
word.
heard of that word. Never in my life.
they talk about Hillary's emails.
Redacted?
When they went out, all of them were redacted because they were doing
It's common in the military world.
Oh, okay. See, I
Very
didn't know that. I
common.
was not. I was not in the military, so I wouldn't know.
Very
that.
common in the in government agencies.
Yep.
Very common terminology.
Okay, I didn't know that. I apologize.
Yeah,
for that.
anytime
thank you for your service, Kimberly.
anytime they do a report that has somewhat classified information, they call it being redacted, where they black it out.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, let's beat a dead horse. Okay, yes, I got that. Thank you. And thank you for your service, Kimberly. I appreciate that. But, all right, so go ahead. Carry on. Go ahead.
So I was watching about this Black Panther leader, and I'll tell you what, the guy was very sharp. He was... I don't know what happened to my video, but it's
Your video's still up. Your video.
here.
Gotta love that.
So-
Computer just decided to shut off and restart, so I'll be reconnecting to Ustream.
Excuse me, York. Kimberly and I have a very intense conversation. Now we forgot what we was talking about. Right?
We were talking about China.
Alibaba.
And Alibaba, Jack Ma, he didn't know who Jack Ma was, but that's the only thing I know that both Hillary and Trump agree with, is that they don't like China and don't want to continue that business agreement with them.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, what do you think, York? He's rebooting his
I
computer.
think I'm starting her back up. That's what I think.
Oh. Anyway, why don't you tell the story about getting a massage?
I can't tell you that right now. I got to do is.
Oh, okay. Okay, you got to be.
Let me get everything. Let me get everything back up, and then I'll tell you.
It's actually.
Well,
go ahead.
The thing that really scares me the most is them rigging the election. I feel like that the Democrats have already done that, and they did it against Bernie, and that is a true possibility here. And they did the same thing with Acorn. Obama had Acorn. That's how he got elected. So now Homeland Security is supposed to be taking that over, and that scares the heck out of me. I mean, they can't even, protect our borders, and they're going to start, watching our, electrical machines being voted. They're going to rig those.
Well, it's not a machine. It's you have to fill up a card.
But they have them where they can connect them to the internet, and they can, like, say one person votes, they can say it's like 10 votes. I mean, look at some of the counties that had more votes than they had registered voters. I mean, that's out and out fraud. How is that possible?
Yeah, but that only happens like places like Iowa and places like that,
Wisconsin.
Places. I mean, I don't know how they could do that, because you got a pencil and you got to color in the square.
But they even think that other countries can come in and hack that, because I guess some of the machines are attached to the internet.
Oh, I don't know.
Have you heard that, Matt?
Yeah, they're talking about they can actually edit the software.
Where they can edit the software at Pornhub?
Yeah, see, they just hacked my computer. They crashed it.
Yeah, Hillary hacked his computer.
Yeah.
No. Well, like I say, you guys know more about that stuff than I do. But when I go to vote, I have to get a little a pencil, and you fill it. You write in you color in the square. That's how you vote.
Okay,
Well,
when you color in the square,
here?
all right,
Yeah.
Joe. When you
Yeah.
color in the square and you walk over and you go stick it in the machine, it counts it, right?
No, I stick it in a box. It goes in a box.
In Oklahoma, you're required to use a voter ID.
Okay, but if you do, let's say you do stick it in a box, who counts it?
The people.
Are they Democrat, Republican? Who?
How would I know?
That's what I'm saying
No,
is.
I don't think people are going to be like that, though. You know what I mean?
Well, we hope
Not-
we
Oh,
hope
they
not. I hope
haven't.
they're honest.
Not where I am. I don't think people would be like that. Not where I am. Not maybe some other place, but not where I am. It's not that kind of people over here. It's just not. They're not like that. I mean, they could be, but I doubt it. Right? Would they be like that in Oklahoma, Kimberly? I can't believe she fell asleep.
She's frozen.
Yeah, she's frozen. Yeah, she's frozen.
She just lost her connection.
Yeah, she just lost her connection.
But-
I don't believe that that people really do that. I mean, maybe some people do that, but for the most part, I believe that I don't know. Maybe I'm naive at this or something like that. I just don't really believe that shit. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying about that, they invented a thing now that you can have a woman can have sex when she's on her period. What do you think about that, Maddie?
I thought she could anyway. It was just not a pretty sight.
No, it's a special thing. It's gold, and they stick it up their uterus, right? And it holds back all the stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it called a cork?
No, no, it's some kind of. I can find out. I did have what it was, but I mean, what's the point? Why would people want to do that? Right?
I don't know why they would.
Well, I mean, you would, but
Yeah.
No, I heard. See, you guys read all that important stuff. I read all the stupid stuff, and that's one of the things that I heard about this week on The Doctors. You know that show, The Doctors?
Yes, I've seen some of it sometimes.
Okay.
I don't have as much time as you. I don't get to watch it a lot.
Yeah, well, you can hear it, though. You can hear The Doctors. And so that's what they said about that. I mean, I guess it's a good thing for people, right? I mean, it right? Matt, what do you think?
If you're that hard up, you can't wait a week.
No, seriously, what do you think? Seriously, Matt.
I honestly would wait a week.
What?
For her to get over it. If her aunt's in town, then just, hey, they didn't close the whole amusement park. You don't have to ride that ride. You can ride another ride.
Well, all right. That puts that to bed then. Okay, that puts that to bed. Now, Hillary Clinton dresses like. Did you see what I sent on your?
Kim Jong-il.
Yeah, did you see
Kim
that?
Kim Jong-un or whatever his name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she does.
Yeah, she dresses like she's a world. Like she's going to take over the world.
To think about it, everything now is you really can't talk about anything because politics dominates everything, pretty much, right?
Almost everything. You look at even just the regular channels, it's like everything's about it.
It's just dominates everything.
It's one of the craziest elections I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt.
Or you see the outfit where looks like she's dressing like Hillary? They're both wearing the powder blue.
Yeah, she's. I don't know.
It's all about those hips.
Well, what do you think about that Uma leaving old Anthony Weiner there?
That guy's sick.
He's a weirdo. That boy's a weirdo.
He's sick, man. That guy has a sickness.
When you got your 4-year-old in the background laying there sleeping, and he's taking pictures of himself.
Sick dude, man.
Honestly, both Hillary and Hummus, they both swore off wieners years ago. No wonder Bill keeps chasing Putin too.
You must have wrote that today.
It's true, though.
Yeah, I know. But that guy there had a good position, in the government, and I don't know. He just takes pictures of himself in this underwear and sends it to people.
This is not his first time. He's done it multiple times.
He even did it to an underage girl, like a 17-year-old. I mean, he has some big issues.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a head problem. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe he needs to become a woman, and he won't have that problem anymore. We can just whack it off.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Now, watch how you say that.
Yeah.
Hey, but did you see? You watch all the reality shows. Did you see America's Got Talent?
Yeah, I like that show.
Okay, did you see the one that's on there now? They said, "Oh, would you really want to know what's going on with me?" She's a comedian or whatever, and then she goes, "I used to be a man." Yeah, she's a transgender.
Wow.
Comedian. She was or she or he or whatever you want to call. I don't know what you call it.
You call him Shim.
Yeah, Shahila or whatever it is.
No, Shims. You call him Shims. That's the proper name.
All right. Well, was funny until this last time. This last one was not very funny. Actually, was comical. I still like Tape Face. I don't know if you've seen Tape Face.